like being in plaster theater ballet shows because usually in like my dance studio, I don't like the dances they do, so I wanted to do something else, and they had like different kind of stuff like the Nutcracker, Swan Lake, and other kind of stuff. Yeah, that's why. What I like performing on stage is the lights. And the after bows because then everybody wants to take pictures with me. They want to say hi and they want to hug me. Yeah.
I like all the friends that I make here, and I really like the directors. Yeah, I like to, yeah. Just the choreography of it, how where, like, when the mouse captains, like, they grab my rifle and they pull me, like, they're, like, trying to, like, give me, like, just, yeah, I like the part, like, because the mouse captain, they pull my rifle in during the show, during our act, and, yeah, it's really I like that that everybody is like welcome here, and I like that like the directors and all the people that are here in Plaster Theater Ballet.
I like the directors; they're really nice, and I also like learning new moves to perform on stage.
I just like doing this because it's really fun and I get to do it with my friends.
My first point role, and so it's really different because like all the little kids come up to you and they want your picture and stuff, and it's really fun.
I just like having fun and dancing. Playing with my friends and dancing.
I like it because it's fun and it's very fun to dance with, and it's a very awesome theater and a great theater to be with. The costumes are amazing. Deborah does a great job at doing it, and the theater and the lights are beautiful and amazing and really get what you're supposed to see. Plaster Theater Ballet is an amazing theater, and it's a lot different than NCDC. And yeah, it's like really cool theater, really cool costumes and lighting and a bunch of props and it's just amazing.
I like all the costumes and seeing all the, like everyone in costume and performing with, like, yeah. I just really enjoy performing and seeing everyone in costume. Theater ballet, what I like is that you get to perform with your friends and you get to entertain people, and I really like dancing, so yeah.
It's really nice. We have a lot of friends here, so it's not too stressful. There's a lot of different moving parts backstage, so that can be a little stressful, but it's kind of cool watching how the magic happens and getting to see everything, how it like all turns out. So I think that's pretty cool. I think it's a really great opportunity that young children can be in a company like this, and that we have the opportunity to be with such a warm, inviting family. I think it's like the costumes here are spectacular, and the family atmosphere is amazing. So I think it's such a great opportunity. It would be very, very different. I started dance when I was about 18 months old, and it's been part of my life ever since. I dance about 20 hours a week, and it's just something that I really, really enjoy, and I'm going to miss when I'm older.
This year I'm going to be doing Lots of the Flowers. It's my first point role ever, and I'm super excited. I've been in the show for 17 productions, so I've been here since I was about 4 or 5 years old. PTB is family. It's fun. I like hanging out with all my friends. Throughout the years, I've had friends come and go that have done PTB with me, so it's a part of my life. It feels like home every time I come here. You know, it's just fun. Everything's so professional, and I feel like it's helping me in the professional world when I get older and go to a real theater with a real professional company and stuff like that.
My favorite thing about being in this show is being able to perform in front of like a big audience and being on like a professional stage and wearing all the costumes and everything.
Well, this is my first year being in battle scenes, so It's really fun being in a big scene where I get to be the bad guy. And then I'm also a Russian mint. It's really fun with the crowd clapping while you dance. It's really fun. Get to be on a professional stage with prima ballerinas, and I've always wanted to be a professional ballerina since I was 3 years old. We would always come see the Nutcracker every year, most of the time, and we saw a couple spring shows, and my cousin actually danced here a lot of shows. I don't even know how many. And she was the Sugar Plum Fairy, and we went to go see the show with her in it, and so it kind of got me started, like, I want to try this. Let's see how it is. So that's how I got to start with PTB. The costumes were a lot better than normally. They're all handmade, so they're very comfy and easy to dance in. And the choreography is amazing. It's just a very unique, different show, and I really like that about PTB. They do make changes, and I like that because they don't want to do the same show over and over again. Because some people come to see the show annually, and they're like, they might get tired of the same show every single year. So I like that. Soldier.
And a mouse. Nice. What do you like best about being in the ballet?
Probably hanging out with my friends. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we've been coming to PTB's Nutcracker every year for the last 5 years, and it's such a great, amazing show for the whole family during the holiday seasons. And I really enjoy the show because it really showcases all the local talents, all the dancers from this area. So it's a wonderful experience. And the costume is amazing.
Can't believe 17 shows my daughters dance with the Nutcracker. This is like our holiday tradition, and you go to dance class 25 hours a week, and then we come here, and my daughter always says this is like her ice cream sundae with the cherry on top, just to come here and be with her family, and this really is family and her friends, and I just can't thank PTB enough for what they've done for my daughter and for our family over the years.
I loved when, in between shows and before we were going on, when we were in the dressing room and stuff, you just see all your friends and play, and that was a lot of fun. And I loved performing for however many years I did. My last time doing it was 3 or 4 years ago, so it's very weird to be in the audience, but it's really fun to still come and see the show. Yeah.
I have danced with PTB for 2 years. In those 2 years, I have danced 3 Nutcrackers and I believe 2 spring shows. That is 5 shows I have danced with PTB.
Tell me, why did you choose to get involved with PTB?
I decided to get involved with PTB because I saw some posters at the studio I train at, and my friends were all doing it. They were all telling me, you should do it. So then one year when it was a Nutcracker, I decided to try it out, and here I am.
What do you most look forward to when it's PTB season?
The thing I most look forward to when it's time for PTB shows is really just to have fun. Do what I love to do. Dance with all my friends and everything. Have fun while doing it.
Tell me your favorite thing about a PTB show.
My favorite thing about any PTB show is to be ready to expect anything. See any roles I get and be happy with anything I get, because it's a gift. I'll always be happy to be in any PTB show. The difference between dancing a story than just dancing in general is being able to act it through, being able to really just gesture it while you're actually dancing, be with everyone else. The difference between dancing a story than just dancing is really just being able to act it. seeing how it is to showing it how it is to everyone, how it is to dance instead of just dancing. You can just act and be able to show everyone what it's really like being in a show like the Nutcracker, Sleeping Beauty, or anything, any show. I don't know.
Okay, tell me your favorite thing about PTB.
My favorite thing about PTB is being with my friends, having fun while doing it, being able to know what's next whenever I actually go to the professional world.
All right, yeah, talk about that. Are you planning to dance as a professional?
I do plan to dance as a professional after PTB, yes.
And how does PTB prepare you for that?
PTB prepares me for the professional world as like knowing what it's like gonna be. Being ready whenever you have to be ready, makeup, all the annoying makeup, but it's makeup. You have no choice. You have to get it. So just getting used to everything and knowing what it's like during an actual show. PTB is different than my normal day-to-day classes, is really just the rehearsals, being dedicated to it, having fun, and just being happy. I don't really know.
No, that's good.
I've been dancing with PTB for over 10 years, so. This is my 17th performance.
And how did you become involved in PTB?
So when I was 4 years old, my mom took me to a production of PTB's Nutcracker, and the next year I knew that like I wanted to audition, so I auditioned and joined.
What was your first role?
My first role was a bonbon.
And what are you this year?
This year I am the Dewdrop and the Arabian lead.
And what do you most look forward to when you know it's Nutcracker season or PTB season?
I look forward to seeing all my friends from PTB. Like, we're a little family, so I get really excited to see them. And also performing on stage is really fun, and like being able to include the audience.
And tell me about, I think costumes and set are a huge part of probably the dancer experience too. Can you talk a little bit about what it's like to have kind of a full theater
Yeah.
production?
So during rehearsals, we're working on perfecting every dance and just making it like the best it can be. But once we have the costumes and the set and we're on stage, like it all just comes to life and it becomes like a magical experience.
How is PTB different than your regular dance studio experience?
When we're in the studio, we're working on perfecting our technique and like getting better at dancing and just really working hard. But when we come to PTB, it's more about like, hold on, okay.
Start
Yes.
from the beginning.
When we're taking classes, we're focusing on our technique and like perfecting every little movement. But when we come to PTB, we're really just working on being able to dance and like express yourself, and it's a lot more fun.
And tell me about, do you intend to continue to dance after PTB?
Yes, I plan to continue to, wait.
Do you have like,
Yeah.
tell me about your dreams for dance as you move forward, or what your goals or your hopes are for your dance future.
In the future, I want to join a professional ballet company and become a professional dancer.
How has PTB gotten you ready for that?
It's really helped me learn,
Didn't start with
like,
PTB.
oh yeah,
It's
sorry.
okay.
PTB has helped, PTB.
How has PTB prepared you to step into the professional dance world?
PTB has helped prepare me to enter the professional dance world by giving me an opportunity to perform on stage and like become comfortable in like the theater atmosphere. Yeah.
PTB has given me so many amazing memories, both with the people involved and also just like performing. PTB has just given me so many great memories, both with the people involved, like in the cast and everyone, but also performing. Like, they gave me the opportunity to be Clara in the Nutcracker, which was a dream come true for me, and just performing through the entire dance was so much fun.
Let's see. Last question. Tell me a little bit about what it's like when you're Clara and bows are over and the curtains come up and you have the community, kind of coming up. Have you ever been asked for your autograph?
Yes, I've been asked for my autograph. After bows, like when everyone comes up on the stage, it makes me so happy to like see all the little girls and maybe little boys who come up to me and tell me that like I really inspired them, because I may have like started or begun their love for dance, and that makes me really happy.
Great job.
Thank you.
This is actually my third show with PTB, so it's like my second year. But even though I'm a newbie, it's been really welcoming to me, like a really welcoming environment. I started last year in the Nutcracker as Claire and Arabian, and this year I'm doing Sugar Plum and Arabian. So
I've been dancing for about 5 years now, and I've been in Nutcracker for 5 shows, and it's a solid community. They always welcome everyone, and it's always a fun time. My brother is a professional dancer, and he was dancing in PTB, so he was like, hey, you should come dance. And I was like, hey, yeah. So now I dance with PTB and stuff.
Yeah, kind of the same thing. A lot of my friends did it, and they were always talking about how fun rehearsals were, and so I was like, why not do it? Because all my friends are doing it, and that's when I met this guy.
Tell me what makes a PTB production special.
I think the environment, like the audience, the energy of the audience, and like the clapping, and the audience is always really excited, and it always makes us excited because the audience just gives us their energy, and the costumes are so professional and beautiful. It makes us feel pretty awesome. So
Great. I want you to do that again, and I want you to start with PTB productions are special because.
Okay. I think PTB productions are really special because of the audience and like the energy of the audience, the lights, the people in the backstage encouraging you, and the energy of the audience really brings the PTB productions to life.
The energy of PTB is just all around wonderful. It's a like semi-professional, like I'd say performance. Yeah, professional. I see you. The tech crew's great. The costumes are great. It's just a wonderful performance and environment.
Let's see. What is your favorite thing about a PTB performance?
I'd say the time I spend with my
Start with my favorite thing.
Oh, my favorite. Hi, Dad. My favorite thing for a PTB performance, I'd say, is hanging out with my friends and then going on the stage and just dancing your heart out, basically. And it's a really fun time always, and yeah, it's great.
Can you do that same?
So I hang out with a lot of friends from like different companies that I usually wouldn't get to hang out with because we don't dance together usually, but it brings us all together and we all really enjoy ourselves.
It's
and
one big happy PTB family.
Yeah, that's an accurate representation of it.
I think my favorite thing is just becoming the character, and like when I step on the stage and all my peers are around me, I just get enveloped into the story and become the character and feel excited. That's my favorite part.
Okay. Do you continue dance beyond PTB? Tell me about your dance dreams.
I would love to continue with my dance career after PTB. I think they've equipped me with a lot of performing skills that I can take to major companies. I'd love to if I can.
I think I'll probably continue dance through the end of high school, and I'm not really sure what I'm doing after high school, but like it's a good experience, and I'd encourage anyone that wants to dance to come to PTB and do shows.
To get involved.
I would definitely encourage the little kids who come up to us after the show to get involved with PTB because it's such an amazing experience being involved with this cast and being involved with the directors. I think for the audition process, just being yourself and just showing yourself to the directors during the audition, all they want to see is who you are and the energy that you can bring to their performance.
I would encourage anyone, if they want to dance, to just give it a try. Why not? I mean, they're not really going to say no. They're going to give you a part, and you're going to do it most likely pretty well. Mm-hmm. I mean, just try. Why not?
Yeah.
Great.
Cool.
Thank you very, very much.
Cool. All right.
Different and
Peace.
why it's important to support.
I'm ready.
Okay, great. So tell us a little bit about what makes PTB different than other arts nonprofits and dance programs for kids.
What makes Placer Theater Ballet different from other arts nonprofits, I think, in this area and throughout the nation, actually, is that it's a high art organization. I think pop culture has been pretty well represented in various arts organizations. There's always musical theater you can do, singing kind of pop tunes and that sort of thing. I think there's a lot of that out there for young people, which is great. But I don't think there's quite so much Shakespeare or opera or high art like ballet. And what Placer Theater Ballet brings to the equation is a kind of representation of a really full professional high art production, which allows young people, both in the audience who may never have seen it, and the people involved in it, the young dancers, giving them an opportunity to participate in something that's 200 years old and very, very important and very, very valuable. The difference, oh, sorry. The difference between young dancers performing in a fully professional company like Sacramento Ballet, as they do in productions like the Nutcracker, which is extremely valuable and a great thing to do. But the difference is our dancers get to play all the roles, from Sugar Plum Fairy, say, all the way down to the Little Mice. And this gives them the opportunity to actually build a character arc, be part of the storytelling, and actually experience what it's like to be a professional dancer performing these roles and gaining that experience, developing a character and presenting it to the audience. And in an interesting way, there's something wonderful about young people performing for young people and inspiring them that they too could take a chance and be part of the art world and part of culture. And I think that's terribly exciting. I came to Placer Theater Ballet after learning that this wonderful company was looking for a new artistic director. And I ran my own ballet company in Los Angeles for over 25 years, and we specialized in dramatic narrative ballets, a little more adult, a little more edgy perhaps than what PTB does. And I thought to myself, I might be the right person for this job because I love telling a story and I love telling it in dance. So it seemed like a natural fit for me, and I think it is. And I just lost my train of thought, so I'm going to say.
So tell me what you've, since being here, how has that experience been for you? What is, what delights you about it?
You know, that's a terrific, what delights me about Placer Theater Ballet? Everything. It is a fabulous group. I think of the tech crew is just marvelous, and the work that they do is so professional. Now, I used to dance with American Ballet Theatre. I was at the Met. I know what it takes to put on a production at the Met. What they do here is so close to what that is. And I think for young people to experience that's tremendously exciting. The board is so on the job and so interested in these young people and so interested in making the company better and expanding and kind of going out in the world and delivering this message that classical ballet is important and the arts are important. And the young people that come and dance here are energetic and interesting and talented. And so to work with them is a great honor. And I just think the whole thing is just, it's really a gem in this area, in this region, in this nation. And I think we should support it.
Art, in general.
Okay. The importance of art in the community. Interesting. There was a time 20 or 30 years ago, when you saw a lot of high art on the television. You would see great performances on PBS, and you would see ballet, or you would see an opera or a Shakespeare play. That's almost completely disappeared from the airways now. The only chance young people have, I think, to see great art like Shakespeare or ballet is in community productions like ours. And I think we play a crucial part in developing an interest in these arts and maintaining and keeping them. Because if we don't, they disappear.
And what happens if they disappear?
Well, I think mankind, I think the world, I think the community is pretty bereft without the great voices of art. I think it would be a tragedy that we never heard a line of Shakespeare again, or we didn't see the Giselle variation, or we didn't hear an aria from Tosca. The world is a lesser place, a less colorful place, a less interesting place, a place I really wouldn't want to live in. So I think we need to keep these alive for the young people, and we need to be a part of doing that. And I think it's as urgent as climate change.
Well, Placer Theater Ballet was founded in 1998, and it's a nonprofit youth ballet company. We put on 2 productions a year, Nutcracker every December, great tradition for a lot of the families in the Placer County area. And then we do a spring production, and that's where we mix it up and do Sleeping Beauty or Cinderella, various other ballets. Now, Michelle has been with the organization for many years, and she can tell you a little bit about the history of PTB.
So PTB is a nonprofit organization run largely by volunteers. We have people who run our concessions, run our costuming, run our classrooms where the students wait while they're getting ready to perform. We could not put on the type of shows that we put on without the huge support we have from our families and all the volunteers that we have. So we're a nonprofit organization. We're a volunteer board that's elected. We work year-round, off-season, to bring the shows to production. It starts with the planning, with the costumings, and what show we're going to do, when we're going to do it. I lost it. I don't know.
So one of the things at PTB we really pride ourselves on is keeping things affordable for our dancers as well as our patrons. Okay, so we have a lot of volunteers that help, but also through generous donations from folks throughout the community. That helps get us to our budget that lets us put on these really big productions, let these kids really dance on a big stage, big sets, big drops, big costumes you don't see anywhere else. All that comes together at a price that the dancers can afford, the patrons can afford, through the generosity of those in the community.
So PTB serves the community one way by putting on a school show for the Nutcracker each year. We have over 500 elementary school students who come. The audience is very raucous that day. That's a terrible sentence.
No, keep going.
So PTB serves the community each year by putting on a school show for the Nutcracker. We have over 500 elementary school students who come and watch our show. We also serve the community because we are in Placer County, Auburn. You can't see this full-length production ballet anywhere else in this area without going to San Francisco or Sacramento. So to come to Placer High School and see this full-length ballet is a real privilege to be able to bring to this community.
One of the things I really love about the school show that you mentioned, Michelle, is that that's a chance for new people to see, kids to see the ballet. And in fact, my daughter came when she was in elementary school, saw the show, loved it, and then the next spring we were here and being part of PTB, and 7+ years later. We're still enjoying here at PTB. The family atmosphere has just been really great for us. And it's been great to see these kids grow, blossom, develop, gain confidence on the stage. It's really been tremendous.
You can just talk to him about that. Okay, so that was good. Good. I like the way that you conversed, and you can just build on what he's saying at any time. So talk about the number of people that have seen the show. So how many people have come to this show
I'm
over
not a
the years?
stats person.
Okay, so
I know that.
yeah, so I mean, each Nutcracker is like 4,000 patrons every December, right? Over 20+ years, right? Gets you a lot of people.
Well, and the people who come have been coming every year, and they start because they were in the show. And so they come to be performers, and then they grow up and they bring their kids to see the show, and then their kids grow up and come. So people have been coming to this show for years and years and years, and it's their tradition. And we could probably have people stand up in the audience each day and say, who's ever performed here with us? And 20 people would stand up, because that's how long it's been in the community and how many people have been involved.
That was perfect.
That was a good job.
Perfect. Okay.
I stopped thinking.
There you go. Switch it off. Switch it off and just
You start talking,
let it
you're
roll.
right. Okay, so tell me about what it's meant to you and your family to be involved. How did you get involved? And then what has it meant for you over the years?
I got involved with PTB because my daughter was a dancer. She was 5 years old, and I was sitting in the lobby, and someone came and said, do you know how to sew on a button? And I said, I do. And it's just been around ever since. I started sewing a button, and then I started sewing more costumes, and the next thing I know, I'm on the board. And what PTB has meant to my family as a parent, and what it's done for my daughter, is she's learned all the life lessons that a parent would want their child to learn by being involved in this organization. It's a nurturing environment where she was able to make mistakes and learn from those mistakes. She learned from role models, then she became a role model. She grew up in a PTB family. She called this her dance family. She trained over 20 hours a week in a dance studio. They would say that was the grind, and they come here, and this is the show. And it was an excitement, it was fun, it was where she always wanted to be.
It's that energy each weekend with the kids getting together. I always loved like the first rehearsal or two, because it's reconnecting kids that don't see each other the rest of the year. They're at different dance schools, they're in different elementary schools or high schools all over the community. They come back together, boom. It's the groups are back together, they're having fun, they're reminiscing about prior shows, looking forward to the next one, what role, what are we gonna do in the spring for a different show. All that energy is just really, really great.
How can someone get involved with PTB?
Well, the first thing is to contact us through our website or come to one of our shows, and then you'll get on our mailing list and we'll be in contact with you.
Okay, and start with, you can get involved with PTB. Here's how.
Okay, so yeah, you can get involved with PTB. There's lots of ways. Through our website, come see a show, sign your kids up for dancing with us, open auditions, so it doesn't matter what dance school you're from, come to our audition, join in. You can also support us. We have a lot of folks in the community that support us through dollars and helping us on our mission of being able to extend this dance experience and this art form that in today's culture is not out there very broadly, but bring that to our community, again, at an affordable price for everybody, both the dancers and the patrons.
I lived in San Jose, so there was like a lot of performances going on. So I always went to all of the dances, and then I just started dancing myself because I liked how people like partnered up and did stuff, and then how people did their own thing, and that was it. I like my friends because they make everything more fun. Yeah, and all the people are so nice.
I'm 11 years old, and I've been dancing for like 2 years, and I'm also a dairy maid, and it's really fun. I like Placer Theater Ballet because of the directors. They're very nice. And yeah, and like they don't like get mad at you. I don't know, I just like dance, so like anything dance related I like. Just like my first show I get nervous, but then like when I'm dancing I just forget about it, I just have fun. It's like a big family during show week. Because it's really fun to hang out with friends and to perform to inspire people to dance like me. I was inspired by this company actually because I watched it. I watched the Nutcracker a few years ago. And I remember I really wanted to be on point because I saw the dancers.
Shoot. Get the weight, back. And two. You can have the arm if you like here. 1 and the 2 and the 3. Yeah, and the 2. Nice, guys. And the arm for the brush, and then reverse the foot. Okay. At the very end, stop the foot hit. Stop. Brilliant. And show it. And show it. Now we are no arm. Nice. And take the balance. Little combo. 6, 7, toe ball heel. 1 and get your weight on it. And 6, 7, and 8. And through the first, concentrate on your first. Through plie. And stop. 2. Through plie. And slow, little back. And again. 1, 2, 3, and 2. Now we're gonna grow. Find that position this time. And square. Make sure that arabesque is right behind you. Taunt you. Little back. Beautiful. Nice. And
They won't be dancing this role next week.
thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I loved it. It was like keeping me like focused. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm really sorry I was in and out. I really appreciate it.
All right, poke your heads through. Girls in the back who were there first.
Yeah.
I actually have nothing. Thank you all. This has been such an amazing show.
I want to thank Mr. Nash for doing such a fabulous job. Angel is going to be classified as the principal part. We did so much. You were beautiful so much.
The team that keeps it all together. There's just some few little things as far as spacing. So my Arabian.
About, and I thought I would explain it. Several years ago, we recognized that we had dancers who were with us for a long time, and then they would leave, and we never got to say goodbye and thank you for being a part of our work. And it's so fun for me to make these mugs because I go back, and all sorts of stuff. So it's a walk down memory lane.
So there are 6 or 7 of you? 5?
6.
6?
Daddy, Grandma. Thank you. Let's do it. I cannot.
No, why you just long and it's cold? Oh yeah, that's the best part.
Tell me how you like the snow falling.
Because like this is this memory when we went to Lake Tahoe, and then it's our family tradition.
Yeah? Land of sweets and get anything?
Yeah, cookies.
Mm. Do you ever see any of the ornaments or nutcrackers?
Yeah, we have.
I like your gold shoes.
Thank
They're very sparkly. Do you have a favorite part of the show?
The snow falling.
How about the Chinese tea?
Oh yeah, I like that one.
Or the Arabian girl, how bendy she is and does those neat things?
It's actually a doll.
Oh.
It's actually a doll.
Do you remember the magic tricks that the man does?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Enjoy the show.
We will.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
Thank
to
you.
you.
Aren't those so cute? Parents really outdo themselves what they bring us for this.
It's crazy.
Who's Haley?
You have a cousin that's in the ballet?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice of you to come and support her. Do you have a favorite part of the show? You like it all? You like it when it snows?
So that's right. I don't know why it
Yeah, that Christmas one is super cute. Yeah, get it straight there. You're on one, right?
This is it. Just get her some lunch.
I didn't get the message. I didn't wear my plaid dress. You girls look awesome. Is it your first time coming to the ballet?
No.
2 of their first time.
Okay, one more. On the count of 3, everybody say nutcracker.
Laura.
Yeah, because we came home from Nutcracker last weekend. Oh, he'll fix it. It's just. Oh, but you're. It's a 1970. Because I know.
I know. Because this thing down here, this is a nightmare. You know, this thing down here.